They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that. Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Cozy, best round here. Remember that.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the Coach's Desk. Yeah, trusting that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. Yeah, man, we're here with a late night show, people, because we want to talk a little bit on what transpired today in that interview with Coach Hallgrimsson. Yeah, man, big up to all the persons who made it possible for that interview to be aired, you know what I mean? So, all gone, people. As usual, we're going to ask you to do the things that help us to be relevant on YouTube. You understand? So, you know what to do. Like up the stream. Share the stream. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the Coach's Desk. You understand? And that we're on. And we want to, have a little conversation. Yeah? So, what I'll be doing, I'll be playing contents of the interview so that you can hear. Some of you might have listened already, but I just want to play it for the purpose of this quick video. Martin Baker, big up yourself, welcome to the show. That's what I was saying. Let's see him play with Big Man, then we can grade him from there. Yeah, man, you notice the loud mode people that were talking. Big up yourself, Malik. MP, big up. Jason, big up. Imagine listening to a dentist in 2023 in soccer terms. Yeah, man. So, the fact of the matter is that when people talk about man like Formula, say, you don't want to see a Dujan Whisper Richards play against adults. A lot of people probably take him on. And now the coach said the same thing. He saw his talent, saw that he's exceptional talent, but he just wanted to see him play against adults. And one thing that I observed from the... Alright, so there was a little delay there. Yeah, man, we're up and running again. Jason, big up yourself. Yeah, man, we say Jersey bad, though. But the problem is that, Jason, remember we did not talk about the sun gone? Remember we did not talk about the sun gone? No, man, the sun up and running, man. Free up the sound. Free up the sound. Alright, sound up and running again. So, the thing is, Jason, you remember the other night we were talking about the jerseys, and man I say, yo, man, you have no blue jersey and them something there. I want to look on this, and see what me have on, Adi. Yeah. And United. Yeah. And the sponsor. So, all of the man them what did I talk about United don't have a blue jersey. I'm sorry for y'all. So make sure we wear it tonight. And I still have another blue one, With listen, man. I don't play. Alright, so let's jump right into the interview with Hallgrimsson. Big up on yourself. Alright, let me see if I can start the interview.
How was the first day and what you plan on doing today?
Well, it's just an introduction for us as coaches to get to know the players, to get to know the facilities. Again, repeating myself a lot, to get to know the culture. So I think this is a good way to get to know everything as quickly as possible, to gather the players, and a big thanks to the clubs and the coaches, local coaches of the Premiership teams, to allow us to have the players. I think most other places it would be denied to have players in the middle of the week, but big respect to them and big thanks to the clubs and the coaches.
What were your takeaways from the first day?
Just to get to know the players. It was a match day +1.
By the way, are you hearing? Give a thumbs up. Yeah, man, leader. A long time, a lot of people have said. Are you hearing people? Just give me one thumbs up. I just want to know people are hearing the audio of the interview. One thumbs up. One thumbs up I want to hear. I want to see rather. Alright.
Match day +2 for the players, so it was a recovery session. So of course physically we cannot do much. So we wanted just to introduce what we want in attack. We continue with that today. So next camp will be more about defense. But yesterday was just to get to know the players. Try to get them to play on a higher tempo with more focus than maybe they are used to. When we select the best 30 players in the league, the standard should be higher, and we just want them to know that. We demand high quality in our sessions.
Coach, you've been around the league. I've seen a Premier League game so far. What is your impression of what you've seen?
The games have been good and bad. So sometimes too much power, less technique and tactics, but some really. High quality in our sessions.
Coach, you've been around the league. I've seen a Premier League game so far. What is your impression of what you've seen?
The games have been good and bad. So.
Alright, so this is the coach commenting on the 4 games he has seen so far, live and direct. Listen.
Sometimes too much power, less technique and tactics, but some really good matches. But I've only seen 4 games live, so I'm not the man to judge. But I will continue to look at the league and see the players, and hopefully see some talents that is not on my list or my radar.
Coach, have you had a chance as well to know if there will be future camps like this in the future before the Mexico game in the Nations League?
So the plan, if the teams will allow me, we will do this hopefully every other week. So we'll have 2 days of 2 or 3 sessions, depending on when we can get it. Hopefully it can be on a Wednesday and Thursday, and then the players can give their best on the sessions. So they will always need a recovery day, and I don't want to take their recovery days and return them physically tired to the club. So it's cooperation between the me and the coaches and the teams.
Coach, how significant was this camp, especially with the upcoming Nations League fixtures in March?
This one here?
Yeah.
Now I think it's good for us to get to know the players here. Their advantage will be when it comes to the FIFA break. They will have the advantage of knowing what we want, and the players abroad of course cannot attend these sessions, so they will have an advantage on those players, and we will have no trouble picking players from domestic players to the squad, because we have hopefully been drilling them in the position and in the tactics we want to play.
Have you been impressed with any particular players so far?
Too premature to say. I will answer that question in maybe a month.
Yeah. The overseas based players you just mentioned, what will the interaction be? Because there must be some interaction as you head into March for that Mexico game. Is it you're going to be just monitoring, just like us, by looking at their game week to week, or you'll be in physical contact with them via phone or Zoom or whatever?
If I need to, I'll give players a call, maybe if they're not playing, why they're not playing, etc. But mostly it's watching their fitness level. I more or less know those players. That has been my, of course, when I was back home in Iceland from September, I've been monitoring all their players because the league here was not started. So I've been watching a lot of matches from Jamaican players playing abroad. But it's more or less just watching them, and if I need to, I will give players a call.
Yes, you spoke about tactics, you spoke about playing players in certain positions. How were they able to actually adapt to your style of football?
I'm pretty happy with the 2 camps we had. The first game, of course, now we can say we played the world champions, and I had 1 day of preparation. But given that, I think we played pretty good tactically, if we exclude the last 10 minutes of the match, when a certain player, best player in the world, just got a little bit of attention, but I think we played tactically that game pretty well, and it was really, in the end, I did not like it to play Argentina in my first match, but we've used a lot of clips from that game because they expose weakness of every nation when they play. So we have a lot of clips where we can see good things and bad things, and we can correct and improve. So in the end, it was a good game. Second camp in Cameroon. Another one I thought was really strange, to take local players or domestic players to fly them all over to Africa to play a friendly. But in the end, that game was really good for us to see maybe the next group of guys, and we did really well there. We had a little bit more preparation time, so it's good, and hopefully we can have more games like that.
You would have taken the job with your own style, your own philosophy in mind. What's that? What's that style? What's that philosophy? You're going to veer far from what you came here and saw? You're going to veer far from what you came here and saw? You're coming with your own style, or you're going to be mixing with what you saw here?
I have my ideas how a nation like Jamaica can have good results on that stage, of course.
Hey, you notice when they ask him about the style, him say him have ideas how a country like Jamaica can progress, but him no exactly reveal him style of play, you know.
If you just look at the World Cup, the top 4 teams were all teams that had 11 players that could go both ways. So Croatia, Morocco, really, really solid defensively. And if you want to win something, I think that is always the first thing you have to have in a team. A really good, solid defense. And then you build from that platform, that foundation, you build your attacking game. But of course I know that Jamaicans would like to see flair, like to see players take on their opponents, etc. So we'll build a little bit our identity on the culture of Jamaican football as well. And of course we'd like to do what the fans would like to see, but for sure we will be tactically, defensively solid, and that's always the first step. That would be my priority in starting to work with the national team.
Coach, you've had an opportunity to work with most of the local-based and overseas-based players as well. One of the criticisms to the national team is the chemistry within the team. Going forward, how confident are you that the chemistry won't be a problem?
Well, I cannot promise what's going to happen in the future, but what we will do is be clear of what we want. I think that is the first thing to build a chemistry, that everybody knows what we want, what we expect of every player. It doesn't matter where they are born. Normally I've managed to build good teams, and I do a lot of things to improve the team building. But we'll see. Hopefully the players will be that enthusiastic, because the next couple of years for the Jamaican national team is really exciting, and I think everybody like to be on board. Not only the World Cup 2026, this summer is the World Cup. It's a platform, the international platform it's a platform all good players, all good professionals like to play in. So I think everybody will be on board. Hopefully we can take the right steps into improving, to making the setup more professional than it has been. So a lot of things we need to, it's not one thing we need to change, it's a lot of small things here and there that we need to improve, and we start that process now.
Coach, how involved were you in selecting this group of players? I don't know how much you know them, but just tell me of your involvement.
It's first of all, it's based on the players that went with us to Cameroon. So we knew that players. It's just the first group we are selecting. So we take it from maybe the performance in the league up till now, and then some names that we think is good to look at because people is talking about them.
Yeah, one of the names is Dejan Richards, the youngest player in the squad. Do you know him personally? What are your thoughts?
No, absolutely not. I've just seen clips from his games. I think he's an exciting player, young player. But the thing is, now we see him playing against senior players. Now we've only seen him playing school football. So I'm excited to see how good he is actually against senior players. But the only thing I can, the only way I can evaluate him is to see him. So this is why I called him up.
Yeah, so Coach, how important is bringing players like Dejan Richards so young into the senior setup to have these kind of training camps?
It's probably important to him to measure himself against the other. For him, is probably really a good step in his career. Then he will see his weakness against or strengths against senior players. For us, it's
Alright, so we can't stop it there because I don't know what happened to that thing right now, people. But all I can say is that the coach said a lot. So he has a defensive philosophy, but based on then he build on the attack. He basically knows that the fans and the Jamaican culture like the whole flary type of football. So he said he can tweak it a little bit here and there. So this man seems as if he wants to work with the fans, he wants to work with the culture, he wants to work with the players. And, you know, deal with the thing his way. And also add a little cultural experience to it. So we like, for me, for one, I like how Coach Hallgrimsson What I want you to tell me now, people, do you believe in what he is doing? Do you believe what he's doing? More you know, drop on the answer in the comment section before we move on, you know. Big up to Fresh. Big up to Martin Baker. Big up all the people in the comment section. Big deal. No, we're not KFC. What you say, CEO, a biggest sellout? Johnny was there. Tell me, Travis, big up yourself. First responder, big up yourself. DS Electronics, big up yourself. Yeah, man, big up all the massive. Roger Grant, big up yourself. Gunners Boss. Gunners Boss, you know more you tell me, where's the third eye? More you tell me the third eye. And people, the phone line is also open. You can call in. The phone line is also open. You can call in. But I want you to tell me if you agree with what Coach Imir is doing. First thing the man kick it off with, he start to watch local football. Ken Bina, big up yourself. Travis, big up. Stefan, say man, wait and see. I cut above the rest, big up yourself. Ralph Ragnick spoke well at Man United then. Jarvis Paris, big up coach. I like that I'm hearing from the coach. Alright. Easy money. Jamaica is expected to qualify. The coach telling us what we want to hear. Results may I deal with coach. Alright, Alj. Have to get the lay of the land. Now, listen people. So if you don't understand, when you're just going to a particular place to take up, especially an opportunity like this, work or whatever, you have to learn the culture. You have to learn the culture. So, he's trying to actually learn the culture by mingling with the local players. Go to the match in the stands as a fan watching the game. Hear how the people react and all of these things. So him said it like him grab on to it already or latch on to it already that the people them like the whole flair in football. Like players take on player. You understand? So this guy sounds smart enough to me, and my views matter highly. Alright. Blake a sampling. You know the Blake a brain drain 2.1. So essentially, many of you, from what I'm hearing, likes what Hallgrimsson is doing. So first of all, the man try to learn the culture. What he's doing also, because he's basically putting the local players man gonna tapper. Sure no star. Whole heap of camp man doing at Mount Pleasant right now. You gonna tapper, brother? Yeah, man, he soon start talk patois. But what I'm saying, gentle people, the coach is basically infusing his sort of system, his understanding, his philosophy while learning the players so that they can understand. So if there for whatever reason something transpire and overseas players can't come, these players would have been working already with the team, so they know what is expected of Coach Grimmer. You understand? Plus, he said there's a reservoir of talent here, and you know we have been saying that for quite some time. Yeah, we have been saying that for quite some time. So he believes that the talent is there, and apparently he's going to be having a coach's headache again with all the talent, the pool of talent, not only in Jamaica, but overseas. Yeah? So what I'm gathering from what he's doing is that all of these players will be going through rudiments, his style of training, understanding how he plays. I guess you'd have some regulars coming to that training camp. Because remember, a plethora of training camps will be happening throughout the years now. I think this is going to be happening for like 2 years. Non-stop camp. Possibly every week. You understand? So more and more players will get better in the league because they are going to be exposed to high quality training. I hope some of them be like Sponge and grab all they can grab. You understand? So these are the things that I am expecting to see, that I am envisioning to see happening. This might improve the league. So he spoke about the technicalities of the team that he watched. They're not so technical. They're strong on all of these things. And I guess he's trying to also work on that technicalities of the players. Yeah. You understand? So I think he's on the right track. He's on the right track, and definitely we're looking for the whole progress from what he's doing. You understand? So every other week, right? So this is my whole feedback on the little camps, but it's a good thing. More and more of the players throughout the league will be permeated with high quality training, high quality sort of drills, high quality this, high quality that. Nothing will be left unturned. But at the same time, because of the scientific approach from the coach, he knows about the recovery aspect of it. He doesn't want to give them too much for when they have like games to play, whether weekend games or midweek games. It doesn't affect the other coach's program. So at least he's having consideration where these players are concerned playing for another team. You understand? So, I mean, I hear we're calling for a lot of players, but remember, the coach will be calling players right throughout. And like I said, I think you're going to be keeping some regulars. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that's what he's going to do, but I think some regulars will be there. I don't think every camp you're going to be having different people all the time. So you're gonna insert a player there, insert one there, based on how that player probably is playing throughout the league. You understand? So again, the phone line is open, people. Drop your call and your feedback. So another thing he said is that whisper. He watched Whisper and he recognized how talented the player is. He dominated against the youngsters, and a lot of people have been saying that yes, he's good, but they want to see him play against adults. That was circulating quite a lot from some people who believe that yes, Whisper is doing well, but he's doing it against 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, right around his age group. Yeah. So they want to see him play against men. But some people think the persons were 18 on the play and all of these things. And that wasn't the case. Now, the coach said it. I don't hear no sort of negative feedback. Well, let us take our first call of the evening. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. You're live.
Yeah, how you? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to comment on this thing where the player are meeting like every other week, but you don't think that will bridge the gap? Like, say a team like they don't have a lot of player that's playing in that's called up to the squad, right? You don't think the gap between like the team that have a lot of player call up and the team that don't have a lot of players gonna be too big, and certain team gonna like perform much better than the team that hasn't got any player that's been called up?
That you can look at that two ways. This could motivate the other players to try and get in the national team training camp, or it could demotivate them by saying that every week of them same person that go. You understand? So it's what you, the individual, take away from it.
Right. Cause like a team like Mount Pleasant, right? We probably have about 8 or 9 players, right? And them players they are getting good training at Mount Pleasant, then I'm gonna get good training with the national team. You can imagine when I'm a player like a team like Mobile United, they're gonna beat them too bad. It not fit to the other team them.
And you have to look on football, is who show up on the day too, So not because you're training the national team overnight. So you train this week and you have match weekend, and then you go just overnight turn a messy. No. In sports you have something that is called adaptation, and that has to take place for you to basically see that progress is also taking place.
Okay, well, that was just my concerns too, because we don't want the gap get too big between certain clubs, and then it just kill the motivation of certain club, and the league in Jamaica come down to 4 clubs, which are Hornet, Mount Pleasant, and Cavaliers, and you know what I mean? Because like they have certain clubs get extra training for free.
Yeah, but that is a result of them being in the National League, and they are Jamaicans. So it comes with the territory. So if they're getting it free, by all means, take it. And somebody's paying for it. Remember, they're paying the coach to do that job.
Right. But based on what the coach had, the boy, he make Paula look like joke when Paula how that say more live in Miami and coach Jamaica and them something there, That coach are really, and we never even live at Jamaica before. Him really down to earth, and it's like him afraid to mingle with the people and them something there, But you have to give him a lot of respect.
Yeah, man. Remember, as we have always been saying, you see the psychological part of football, we tend to shove it aside, And I think to do the pro license, you have to be deeply engaged in stuff like this, because it's a lot of psychology to impact, especially a big name player. You have different personalities working with. It has to have the coach has to have a level of psychological training, and this needs to be inputted in our own setup of coaching. So if anybody hearing who is in a position of authority, psychology is important to sports. Don't take it for granted.
Let me ask you something, right? To get people more aware, right? Like, we are football fans, right? But like to get the average Jamaican aware of what's going on. You don't think like the football fraternity should have mixed with the entertainment industry to give more publicity, so like make the average one in Jamaica know what's going on?
I mean, sports and entertainment is under the same ministry when you look at the political landscape. So,
but like first time when much you hear them, you'd have see Beanie Man, you'd have see Elephant Man, and you'd have hear man and make song about football. Like those things don't happen anymore. Like they're.
Yeah, but Mr. Chung said it's not necessary,
You said what?
it's not necessary to have these entertainers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It used to make the place more crowded, and the whole country was behind the Reggae Boyz when they were talking about it.
Mm-hmm. He said it. So I mean,
But
he said that was off the pass, and they probably will be employing different strategies to sell the product more.
okay, all right, then that's my take. Okay, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
All right, respect my brother.
All right, cool. So again, people, the phone line is open. A bit late, but saw the title and coach just said this months ago. Now people want to listen. Then that me I say, Dr. Dan, the man have played adults, brethren, and other people were saying it, but people think you're hating on the player. It's not hating on the player. I'm somebody that is engulfed in sports, I know the thing, I know just taught the thing. You understand? We do sports psychology, we do psychology different from sports psychology, so we know the thing. We know how it can, you need the progress, the different stages of your development, all of them something. You can't just overnight. You might have an anomaly, where at the only time this is going to happen when a school youth does boom when at the national team. Georgina James, it happened to him once, but where is he now? See Georgina James again. So we have to take time with the youngsters, especially on the psychological part. You understand? Paul Alfred of the crime situation in Jamaica. Alright. Him is a people's man. When he was at his country coaching, the thing he went to bar and tell the fans he's starting 11. Rockford, blessings coach and Deskas. Big up yourself, Rockford. Watch the interviews. The coach is very intelligent. Yeah, man. The man is a doctor in a badger. The man is a doctor. The man is a doctor in coaching, and he's a doctor that does dentistry. So remember, pro license is like the highest level, is like a PhD, and then he's a doctor. So I mean, you expect the intelligence, man. JFF marketing need to work. Yeah, man, they'll be working, man. Chris Dean will be working. Call a 90 thing that now 23, you move on. Big up yourself, leader. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, coach, your analysis is spot on, but there's something that I heard. I don't know if anybody else didn't miss them, that he wants players that basically can function both ends of the pitch comfortably. I heard that.
Yes, because he
made, right?
Yeah, yes, you're right. I had that jot down in the back of my head.
And that's a significant thing, It might very well not spell good for certain players that basically go there. Right. The type of player he likes is that type of player that's going to help him on both sides. So right away, I'm seeing part of the philosophy what he's going to be coming with. So there are certain players that normally only function on one side of the pitch. As far as I see, they're going to have to either step up or they might get left behind. So he's already making what type of player he's going to be looking for.
So like you play on the right side, you should be able to be ambidextrous, so you can go on the left.
Right.
And easily fit in.
Right. And you're going to have to defend. So those players that basically will come in to the team and that is not part of their philosophy, they're going to have a problem. Obviously they're going to have a problem with this coach, because defense has always been his hallmark where he's coming from, and he's willing to make the tweaks as he says, right? But they have to be able to function both sides, which will augur well for. There are a couple local players that can do that, and that might augur well for them. So let's see how it goes, because a lot of people, when they heard the squad, they're saying, hold on, is this what he's going to go with? But the obvious is there that whenever we need to have a local core, so that when when other players can't take up spots and they pull out at the last minute. We have players, and he mentioned this also, this was very key, that these players are going to be understanding what he was looking for, his style of play. So they would have had more time learning what he wants, so it's easier for them to fit in. So that is one advantage that they will have. So it's just up for them know that when the other players are there, that he sees that, okay, player A understands this better than the overseas player B, right? Because it's obvious that he has his tactics and that is what he's going to go with, because he seems quite confident, going to Mexico to get a draw. Well, not a draw, to be able to win.
Yeah. But leader, right? if you and some of the people on the stream right now can go back and watch some of the triple treats that we have been having. Now we spoke about having a local core in training regularly. From Tapa, from Paul Aldiz, were speaking on these things. And now this coach come on and say it, and him not only a say it, him a do it. And some persons are a little bit silent. However, a few persons I know that they are very happy with this move is the local coaches. They are very, very happy with this move to get the local core involved in this whole camp thing. Get them aware of what is the expectation. If a overseas player can't fit in for whatever reason, he can just call on leader and say, leader, you're going to be playing center midfield today, and you would not be feeling any jitters, but you'll be ready because you'd have already gone through the rudiments of his whole regime. So it's a nice little thing that is happening there.
Yeah, man, that is very, very key, you know. Basically, plus the other thing is every 2 weeks. So basically, what we're looking at now, the local players there going into by the Gold Cup, you know, they'll have a number of sessions, and you know, so let's see who can probably force a way in, understand what he wants, and is able to put that out. And who knows, we might see a couple of them force their way in. You never know. So, but let's see. But it is very important that what normally happens, which I thought was always a problem, that when even the striker on the top of that, when he had a problem and he had to bring in players, right? You know, it's as if he couldn't use them. I didn't want to, because I can go back to the Mexico match, you know, right? I don't want anybody to feel I'm being biased here now. He was advised of a player by the name of Richard King that he didn't really know him. He didn't know him, but one of his confidants had recommended Richard King. Richard King came into the team. The team had, I think we had to take off, it was Grant, and they need to bring a defensive change was needed. And I just trying to remember who came on, but it wasn't a defender. It was not a defender. And that was one of the things I think that led to, you know, we're not getting a positive result from that match. Right? But so if we have a situation where we have the local player and we're in we need to make certain changes, and that player is available, at least coming out, it's not something new that, you know, you won't be able to adapt to. So we'll see something starting. It's a start, and we'll see what's happening. So we just have to support him, and I think by the Gold Cup, I'm looking to see some sort of a semblance of what to expect by next year, because it's not going to be something that we're going to see a big change right away now, because even overseas players coming in, new ones, it's going to take a while. We're not going to get all of the possible players right by this year, but I expect by sometime next year, January, I think we normally get a game somewhere around January, February, in the international window, if we have one. That time we're going to start to see the full thing there. So the Gold Cup will give a lot of time to any players coming in to make a actual core by that time, because we have them together for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks, yeah. So let's see.
Hey, leader, me see some whip in the comment section for you, and say you say you're the breaking news boss, and also credible. But I want to ask you one question, leader. What is happening with Richard King? In wings them break or something?
If what that?
If Richard King wing them break.
No man, look here. Everything in time. I can't tell you certain things right now, just everything in time.
Leader.
Just leave that. Everything in time.
Leader. Why team wings them, leader? Why him can't get him wings them?
Oh yourself, man. It's coming. It's coming.
Why
coming.
Why it take so long for getting wings them, leader? You think we don't know what go on, leader? We know what go on, leader. Nobody go on like you want to laugh, leader. We know what is happening.
Let us see.
You know, you didn't give me a hint. Remember, you had a breaking news boss. No,
man, I don't have no breaking news, and that's right. No.
Leader, from your email, I ask you, must know something, leader. Why the man wings them take so long for lift up? This like I want little eaglet with a fly, And
this sound like something you want to talk to me off here, man. So is anything we can talk off here.
Oh, so you don't want to leak that one online? I don't think you have to let out. So anyway, man. Yeah, man. Me just I'll try to find out if you're that, But we know what go on, leader, but we know what go on, man.
Look like you had a breaking news, huh?
No.
You have some e-games on the place too.
Yeah, man,
like other people.
Me not break the news, man. You see me a break news, brother? Me not break the news, man. If you want to see breaking news, I track and feel breaking news, me break. on the track side podcast, that's where I break news. But we know what go on, man. Yeah, man.
But another quick matter before I cut.
Yeah.
I just hope that Mr. Butler and Richie Royalty takes note of something that I personally know I speak to Richie and encourage him. Look here. Right now, I think we know that the youngster is not. This is what we're talking about now. That's for those who don't know. Right? He's not going to be going anywhere right now. So get him involved. They have Premier League teams that are thinking.
Hold on, leader. Where say whisper not gonna right now? Leader. Where you tell me say he not no wings either?
Well, look here. All I can say is Mr. Butler, I can even give a recommendation that I'm sure.
Leader, answer me. No, hold on, man. Answer me before you go in at that, man. We say, no wings either. Leader.
I comment on other people.
Okay. What kind of recommendation you mentioned now?
I would recommend that there's a team by the name of Mullines with a Jason Wright and a Nicholas Nelson. I would say that team would be dangerous. It would turn around that team. So Richie Royalty, and as I said, the thing is, he's an amateur. So if he goes to play for any Premier League team, right, it won't bind him. He can play, and then when the time comes later on down in the year, he can move next year January, no problem. Just like with Zimmerman's, no problem. But it don't make sense if you want to get him into that next time. Because look here, there are players younger than Whisper that are starting in the JPL teams and doing well. Right? There are players the same age as Whisper starting and doing well in JPL teams. Right? So it's something that can happen. And I don't want Mr. Butler to say, oh, nobody else can coach Whisper. The KC coach coached him. Right? Right? So we don't want to go that way. Just give the youngster the chance to really express himself and try to test himself at another level, right? Because I can speak personally of a situation with an Alex Marshall when he was held back a little too long, right? You know, in the schoolboy football, and when he got an opportunity in Germany, the report came back that he was just not ready to play with adults. You understand? He wasn't ready, and they weren't going to take that amount of time to do that work to get him up to that scratch. So after that time, I can tell you, Cavalier has learned from that. So you basically see a lot of our players getting introduction in the senior team very, very young. You understand? Because we don't want a repetition of that, where when players get a chance to go overseas, they're not going to be waiting 2 years to go develop them, because this is something the norm in any other society where you're better players at 16, so on, they're going to start to get minutes, right, in teams. So we have to whisper for Whisper's own good and development. We need to say, boy, look here, give him a run. You have teams that he can fit into quite easily, you know. So just let him fly, so to speak. Okay?
Yeah, man. We want to see great things for Whisper, you know, and we happy that him get a little opportunity, you know, for train with the big boys and play the squad match against them. So it's a good look for him. We just want the little nuances them for workout, you know.
Yeah, man. Welcome, man.
All right.
Okay then, coach.
All right, big up yourself, leader.
Yeah, man. Okay.
All right, so you see, big up, leader. You see the person who believes people have rejoiced over a Whisper. Oh boy, I tell you, you see context and people like Uno go carry information the wrong way. So I give you a little Spanish. No me estoy rociando. Leave it there. Give you a little Spanish. No me estoy rociando. Yeah. And that is for the person who believe people are rejoice. You understand? So, giving a little Spanish. You understand? And we'll move on from that. Alright. Capos Lakers strike. Chevis, that is true, but remember Butland Mr. Speed not doing get along. Them about to get the killing leader for once. May I agree with you. Really, Chevis? Yeah, I agree with that until he leaves still, yeah. Alan Richie and him father made that decision, not CV. It's Alex Marshall. Yeah, man, Alex Marshall is back in Jamaica, and understand that he will be suiting out for Portmore United. Yeah. If he register with a team, they will be due some development money when he signs. Butler and his crew know it. Okay. So that's why they're not putting him with one of these local outfits. So the development will stay with Phoenix. Of course, that's a big business move from Craig Butler. You can't fight that at all. His dad said he doesn't want him to get hurt in the JPL. That is a good statement too. How is the other schoolboys them look? I in training, coach. I wasn't at the training session, but if you ask Hallgrimsson when we see him. I predicted last year that he would be back in the JPL. He's gone to Portmore United. Okay. Stefan right, yes, expecting to join Portmore. Yo, Roger Grant, don't say nothing, you know. Don't say nothing, Roger. I know you answer nothing. You know what? I was wondering because I saw him in sentence, so I was wondering if he's playing. I think at Harborview something did happen for him, but it never happened. Chevis, is my opinion. I don't think his father have much power over his son, because look at the interview that he did on the Fix, and Richie's go on JD show and said that he did not agree with the video. We were laughing at the fact Leaker don't break no news, so cut the crap. We now rejoice over the youth who want the best for the kid. Thank you, Fresh God. I know what I'm to some people. Me don't know no Spanish. So translate if you know what you're saying. So no me said it in a Gunners boss. You think me I gonna say what me don't know? I'm not gonna say what I don't know, my brother. I thought Satchwell would have gotten a look in. Remember, Dr. Dan, everybody can't get a look in right away. The coach is gonna be rotating, I believe, his training squad. But not everybody's gonna be rotated on the go. You understand? So people will get their opportunity. You're not gonna see the 1,000 man them get an opportunity one time. For sure that he was one of the standout this season. Leave that alone. Coach I speak too much Spanish. Yo, big deal. Left that alone, brother. Left that alone. Big deal. Yeah, man. I want to Copper White, man. Copper White is a troll, people. So, essentially, people, from what I'm getting from the fans, is that they like how Hallgrimsson start out. The players seem to be pleased. The local players. JFF like what is happening. JFF like the positive feedback. The coach still learning the culture and all of these things. So there's a lot of work to be done, man. There's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. So let's see how progressively this can mushroom into something great. You understand? Because hey, the people really, I think this one comment, so that's the easiest qualifying, so man just gotta collect some food. Yeah, big deal. We're gonna start drop with Spanish, man. But they know say we're bilingual, you know? Lingual, remember that. The lingual. A style thing, man I talk in Spanish to we don't know Spanish translation. I one person me say it to still Gunners boss. And a one sentence me say. One sentence me say Gunners boss. Everything chat, big up yourself. We don't know what we're going on with that yet, but things are going on, man. Hey, Roger Grant, you just forward back. Me know why you say nothing. Don't say nothing. Me say, yeah, the Spanish guru in a chat. Don't say a thing. Me speak a little Spanish a while ago, and the people ever ask, what me say? Because I tell a little man, say, you understand? Alright, Dr. Dan. Alright, Roger, multilingual. Hey, Gunners boss, me don't know why I'm doing and them look foolish this day, look. The prefix, I'm the teacher, you know. The prefix by signifies to, and lingual signifies language. So work the maths, Gunners boss. Work the maths. Me no want answer him, bro. Cause me no know what coach say me are the biggest alone. Coach, we're going to be close to the team. No, you know that. Yeah, big up Sherman, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. That's why I say lingual signifies language fresh. So 2 languages. yourself. Now worry yourself, Roger Grant. Yeah, man. Now worry yourself. But yeah, man, we like what Grimo did a deal with today in the interview. People, those who don't know, who was talking about Manchester United don't have a blue jersey. See, I am brandishing the Manchester United blue jersey. So all the people who have been talking the other night when we were having the show on the jersey, see it now. Next World Cup, we are in there. Tears of joy already, alright? I'm fresh. Them don't know say United have a next blue jersey, you know. We have a next blue jersey. Actually, we not brandish the brand again. So we're not too weird at, you know. Who you asking that question, Gunners boss? Grim said he never know Whisper, and it was the people telling him about him, so he wanted to see him in person. That the man said years ago, now? No, Travis. Don't say it hot, your brother. There's a designated time that was put out for questions and interaction with the coach. 2:30 to 2:55. So I don't agree with that, Travis. I don't agree with that. That me I tell them fresh. Say it not have nothing to do with where Chris say or whatever. But me don't know still. It's good to be bilingual, multilingual. Should have been mandatory in school that we learn a second language. That is true. You watch clips of Whisper. Yeah, that's what him say. Him watch clips of Whisper playing with the schoolboy. Because apparently him watch the televised or stream games. And he said, hey, the kid was playing good, but it was against his age group. I want to see him against the adults. So, yeah, so him go on all the time because him are the moderator, him are the press officer, you know. You understand? Everyone name a football field you went to as a kid that is not around anymore. The one them used to go still around. Grim, no, I only see highlights and want to see him against adults in person. Okay. Highlights. Yes, so now watch a game them on YouTube. Basically. Highlights I am. In every Spanish-speaking country in our region, it is mandatory that they have to learn English. Yeah, Spanish should have been mandatory in school. You understand? Me no fresh got back. I'm a sell out. Rockford, no bro, Casimir do that by himself, bro. You cannot blame the manager. So what, Casimir get yellow card and now go play Sunday? Him say highlights alone, so him see of him. Okay. If you stop that though coach, you can see that the coach don't like it. Yeah. Cause he look like him is a man who just interact with the people him for a while, you know. He seem like a jovial person. Very friendly. So he seem to be interactive with the press. Monday night was exactly 30 years since the Dallas Cowboys win a road playoff game. Put that into perspective. It's the entire length of Tom Brady career plus the entire length of Carson Wentz. Coach, we may be in trouble this weekend because Casemiro not play. Boy, if Arsenal beat we and a trouble winner, Arsenal just have to prove that them are the top team and them are going to win the league. You understand? People them are pray upon the thing, Virgin. Say it's like say it just happen. What? Travis go Google something. El Español para la vida. You mean Travis? I think we can get a draw though, because it's an away game. I used to attend games at Lantop in St. Thomas. We now go put Slabhead in the holding role since him can't play CV. They did laugh. Him say a play striker. Yo, when I go with Slabhead Bridging, I'm going to go back for to Granny. So you get cut off, coach. no Guna. Jason, happy early Christmas gift. Man make a foolish tackle and get yellow for Fred. Play and get yellow. He would miss Sunday game. 2 plus McTominay now play good. None tall. Repeat what Jason Guna. Oh yeah. Just to find out. So why Casemiro never do that before the City game? Gunners out there. Well, we need somebody to shield the back line. You saw today how man attacks. He stopped today. I say him get the spelling incorrect. But Roger we probably not. Oh yeah, that end in this something there too. Yes, Rockford. At Rockford and put the Fred. Okay. Me know that from 7th grade, from technical, bro. No Google on here. But you get the wrong, cause you don't spell it. You see the Roger Grant of correct there. What you said about Arsenal winning the league if we beat your Sunday sound better from me. No man, you may not repeat that, man. One time I said that, man. I think he will put Martinez play. Ah boy. It is what it is, people. We're not that today's game gone, man. We have to just prepare for the next game. You understand? Anyways. Hey, for Alex, come in here, I call Tapa cousin. In Alex. Tapa cousin. Alright, go now. Don't ball to me, you know. Imagine all of that and Arsenal don't win the title. I would enjoy that. But what you say? Actually you will enjoy that what? We actually are going in the comment section. Yeah man, you see uno love talk about why them things they always catch on, you know. The people them love the why thing. People no see where actually saying in the comment section. Imagine all of that and Arsenal don't win the title. I would enjoy that what? You see them something there actually I say? I don't know why him. Yeah man. It's a one top records. That he said himself that Martins cannot play this game, so he won't do it. No man, I don't say nothing Stefan right. Fresh God said Fred head take. Wait a minute, I have a favor. Wait a say never hear good. Alright, watch upon the replay. Yeah man, actually in trouble. On the blaze actually now, no? You see? You see me I tell you? Actually, when you love talk about wine now, and you have to be careful. You know, well, I can't see it actually. But well, that was sent out wrong. You have behave yourself and know this why. Only letter and alphabet you know. Yeah, why, eh? And the only question I can ask, why? Yeah man, you see? Chip falling in your lap, brother. So you know if you do it, you know if you enjoy that. It is wrong. When he just came and we ball each other. Who a fight Jason? Hey, I don't know I'm to the sound system, man. So we're going to end the show, people, because you not hear me now? Well, this is an end to end the show now. Right? You're hearing me, right? You not hear me now? That thing I look like it have a mind if you want. You know, me probably need to go into the setting and get the equalizer and them thing they sort out. Because every time it does start echo, I don't know what cause that. I forgot engineer something right now, you know. First you gotta have an intense debate. I say Arsenal fans they love get involved in a United matters, man. And I talk about curse. And the man then just a whole a reason. Anyways, people, big up yourself. Thanks very much for tuning in. Really appreciate you being here. Big up all the people. And remember to just drop a like on the video while as you leave the chat. If you have not liked the stream, please do so. So, like the stream, people, before you go out of the coach's desk arena. Yeah? Respect and manners to all who supported the stream tonight. Alright. So, until next time, people, stay safe. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.